Hi guys, I am a tad bit, I won't say disappointed, but a tad bit meh about my day. So I lost my little scanning card to scan in for work, which was also with my Metro card, and it had like $12 on that Metro card, and I lost that at work, which I was searching for it for a good like 10-20 minutes, and that put me behind schedule. I like being on schedule-ish, so I didn't get home until like 6:30, and I don't really like that. I like to get home before it's fully bright outside. So that was the thing that, I didn't get too down about it or like frustrated or irritated. I just, took it to the chin the best I could and kept pushing. And then today I was like, okay, I got a basketball game to go to. Let me get an SD card reader for my iPhone, because a couple months ago I bought an SD card reader because I thought it would work for my iPhone, but it only works on a laptop. So today I was like, all right, let me spend this $40 and get this SD card reader. I was on DoorDash. Something was telling me, oh, you gonna regret buying it. And another warning or whatever should have been that I didn't feel like taking the train to go to Best Buy and to go get it. So I didn't feel like going to go get it. And I was on DoorDash and I was like, something in me was like, oh, you gonna regret getting it, or you gonna wish you didn't get it. And then I bought it. It came. It works, which is great. And then I was getting ready for the game because I thought the game started at 6 p.m. because that's what they've been posting. That game starts at 6 p.m. And so I was like, cool. And then what happened? And then I was getting all my stuff ready, and I was like, I saw my flash, and I was like, oh, something in my head was like, take your flash, or not take your flash, but like, oh, your flash, like that'd be cool to take possibly. But the second part of my head was like, you don't need flash at the basketball game, so I didn't take it. And then I guess it's kind of my fault because I could have checked their social media more frequently today instead of just going off what they posted this week. So I'll take some of the blame for that. And yeah, and then I got up here and I'm seeing everybody like leave with bags and stuff, and I go on the page, it started at 3:30. The game started at 3:30. It's like, oh. So I was a little bummed because I got work at 8, so I'm thinking game start at 6. I'm leaving at like 7:30 to go to work, but no, now it's 5 something, and I'm up here till 7. 3 hours, 2 hours. So I don't feel like super disappointed. I don't feel irritated. I kind of just feel like, okay. So I think my intuition is getting constant. I won't say it's getting persistent because it's still very quiet. It's still a very, very quiet intuition. But I think it's getting more like, it's popping up more, but it's still quiet to the point where I'm still second guessing myself, where I'm just like, no, I'm gonna do this, Or I don't really take the time to divulge into the intuition that has popped up. Does that make sense to y'all? So I think I'm getting better intuition and better discernment, but it's quiet. It's not like blunt and loud, like, hey, this is discernment, hey, this is intuition, don't do this or do this. Like, it's very quiet of like, it's quiet to the point where I could catch it and like think about it for a minute or two before actually doing what I was already gonna do. And that's the problem. I end up doing what I already wanted to do instead of like taking a step back and being like, maybe not. So that's my spiel for the day. I don't know what my energy is giving. I really don't feel frustrated. I don't know if I'm lying to myself. I don't feel frustrated. I don't feel like a strong irritation. I'm just like, okay. Like, And I think I'm kind of just like, okay, because the morning already started off with me losing something and it messing up my like schedule of how I like to get home and when I like to get home. And so this, it just like solidified the day that I already started with. Does that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, I talked to myself about this before I turned on the camera, and I think I kind of talked to God about it. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I don't know. Like, okay, they say invite God in, right? So I invite him in. But sometimes, like, I be talking to myself and like, I'm like, oh, is this just a conversation for me to be having with me? Or do I invite God in and be like, hey, God, like, join us, which is myself and I. Like, am I supposed to do that with every conversation? Or is like every conversation I have with myself in the presence of God and like already, like God's already in the conversation because I'm having it with myself? But suspect. But yeah, my lip feel weird. I was pulling off a lot of dead skin. That's how I feel. I feel See, if I would have brought my flash, I would have been able to practice flash, but I didn't bring it. And I'm tired, and the medication I'm on for my mental health, I don't know if it's working or not. Mentally, I think it is a little bit, but it makes me so tired. Like, just want to just lay in bed tired. Like, it makes me really, really tired. And on the flip side of it making me really, really tired, it makes me like breathe funny and my heart feel funny sometimes. But I'm probably gonna stop taking it because it just be making me too tired. Like, it's too heavy. Like, yeah. There's about I take it in the morning, I go to sleep, I wake up, I'm still tired, and I gotta keep going to sleep, and I'm still tired. I'm like, yo, nah, that ain't it. No siree, that's not it. But yeah, medication. I started therapy this week. Seeing 2 therapists. Oh, there's 2 cats over there. That's cute. I feel level-headed-ish. Maybe because I'm off my period, or because the medication is working, or because my prayers are working, or it's just everything wrapped together is working. Everything works together for his good, or something like that. It's a scripture that everything works together for the good. So there's a benefit somewhere in all that I'm going through, or all that you're going through. Whoever's watching this, or if future me is watching this, hello, good morning, good night, I love you, I miss you. Do you miss me? You do, because I miss the old me, and I wish I could go get her back. I was talking to myself about that earlier. The old me, I be having like pre-conversations with myself that I save in case I have conversations with people, and be like, oh, I already had this conversation with myself, let me pull it out and use it here. No. But I had a conversation with myself this morning about how I miss me and I want her back because I have so much love to give the old me, and I didn't spend enough time with the old me, and I didn't love on the old me enough, and I miss her, which is just me missing my old self, and I didn't fully like appreciate her and value her and cherish her and just love her. And like, I keep wanting the old me back, but the old me gone, you know, and the new me is here now, and it's like I can love and appreciate this version of me now. I could cherish me now, I could value me now, I could pour into me now, I could be self-aware, like that this present me is wonderful already, is capable already, you know. Like, I don't have to wait until this new me is gone for me to like be like, oh, I miss me. Like, no, I miss me currently, like presently I miss me and stuff, but and it's a normal thing to miss yourself, you know. But and now it's like I'm just punishing myself, like self-isolation, not eating, oversleeping, undersleeping, pushing people away, like being a bad friend, not really taking care of my health, physically not taking care of my health. I'm doing better mentally, and spiritually just like slacking. So it's like why am I punishing myself, you know? Like, why do I feel undeserving of love? Why do I feel like I'm not worthy of connection? Why do I feel like, I'm talking about platonically and spiritually, why do I feel undeserving, unworthy, not good enough, or too much? Like, why do I feel those things presently? And the past me felt those things too. But it's like, why do I punish myself for feeling those things instead of loving myself and loving myself through it? That's the thing. Like, when it comes to anything, you could do anything, but can you do that something through it? Like, I love myself, but can I love myself through what I'm going through? Or am I just loving myself for Monday? Like, I could love myself on Monday, but am I going to love myself through the week? You get me? Like, can you be loved through the depression? Can you, like, you know what like, you gotta push through it. You can't, you can push over it or push under it or push around it, but you gotta push through it. So it's like the through part, you know? So it's like, I feel all these bad things about myself, and I feel like I'm not a good person and stuff. But like, a person who's not a good person doesn't question if they're not a good person, because they know they're not a good person. So I'm obviously a good person because I'm questioning the validity of my goodness. Yeah, validity. I said it. Yeah, it took me a minute, but I got it. So I'm questioning like the level of my goodness, and that in itself is showing that there's goodness in me. I just feel like because of how much distance I've bestowed upon people. Ooh. Okay, Shakespeare. But I feel like because of how much distance and pushing away I've done of people, that makes me not a good person. And I feel like in part it is true, because I feel like it's true because the way I do it isn't healthy. The way I do it isn't effective. And so because of the way that I do it is not healthy, not effective, that's the part where like, oh, I'm not a good person. You know? And it's so ironic to be like yearning for love and connection and friendships and depthness, like deepness of a connections, but on the flip side be so distant and feel so undeserving of said things I'm yearning for. Like, it's ironic, it's funny. Like, I want things that I don't feel like I'm ready for or good enough for, even though me wanting them shows that I have the capacity or capability of it. I don't know. And I like that I don't know. The I don't knows are a good place to be in life sometimes. Sometimes when I don't know, I wish that I knew enough to ease my heart. And I feel like a lot of things lately is more so me needing to ease my heart over easing my mind. So I want my heart to be better. I need my heart to be better. I really do need my heart to be better. I need a better heart posture. I don't know. You know how like every TV show has like a synopsis of like what the season is about and stuff? I wish God like did that, like had a synopsis about the season. Like, how do you know when you're in a different season? Like, are you like, what's the frequency of the seasons? Is it Like, what? Yeah. What's the frequency of the seasons? Like, I think I talked about this in the last video. Like, is it every couple of weeks it's a new season, a different season? Every couple of months? Like, every couple of days? Every couple of hours? Like, or is there no time period for seasons? It's just when you step into something new, you step into something new. But how do you know you're stepping into something new? I need a synopsis on my season, and it's like, is that synopsis found in the Bible? Like, is the Bible going to tell me what season I am in, or what my season is about? Like, sometimes I need God to send down some paperwork. Like, this is what your season is about. Or maybe he don't tell you what your season is about because you got to find out for yourself. You got to go through it to get what? Through it. You got to go through it to get through it. Or you got to grow, Grow, grow through it to get through it. Either or, go, grow. Either way, you're getting past something. That's crazy. God don't give you the synopsis because you got to find out for yourself, and you got to find out with him because he already know what it's about. He already know what the season about, but you don't. And the only way you are, if you truly care, is you go through it with him. Okay. Alright. I be answering my own questions. If you talk to yourself long enough, you're gonna start answering your own questions, and you don't gotta get like second opinions from people. That's what I'm also learning, not to get second opinions from people. I'm just learning to take it to the chin, take it to God first, which I kind of mess up still with that area, but I think I'm getting more consistent of knowing, hey, this is something to take to God first, and then I mess up by still going to other people first. But now I'm more of aware that everything, in a sense, needs to be going to God first. So yeah. Oh, because if you had a synopsis on the season, you would like try to like prepare for episodes, or like try to figure out, oh, is this episodic moment happening now, and all this type of stuff. Like, you'd be too busy playing defense, you're not playing offense. You too busy playing offense, you're not playing defense. Like, it's a 40-minute game all around. You got to play offense and defense. You feel me? Like, basketball wise, if you're talking about football, that's different, but basketball wise, you got to play offense and defense. You got to play the bench. You feel me? Hey, God the coach, you gotta be on the bench, you gotta be the water boy sometimes, you gotta offense, defense, you know. Sometimes you get sent to the stands, sometimes you get kicked out because you done fouled out, or you done something crazy, and you gotta sit out a game or two. Ooh, what if sometimes you gotta sit your own season out? What that mean? What if sometimes you have to sit your own season out? Can that be processed into something, or is that just something to be left alone for me to marinate in my head a couple of days and then come back to y'all and be like, oh, I figured out what it meant? Or can we process it together? Let's see. Let's see if I could process this, or if me and God could. I don't know. God, can we process what it means to sit out your own season? Let's dive in. In terms of TV, you don't really sit out your own season unless it's like winter break or something, so that's not. We're gonna have to use sports. We're gonna have to use sports. Sitting out your own season, when you get injured, when you get academic probation, sitting out your own season, it means there's less stress on you physically, on your body. There's less stress on you physically, on your body, because you're not going as hard as everyone else, you know? But it means there's more pressure on you because you have more time to pick up loads. Like, you have more time to study game film, study plays. You have more time to get in workouts. You have more time to like be proficient in the areas where most people slack off during the season. Like, you have more time to be like a second, or you have more time to be like the coaching staff, you know? Like, you could really like see things different sitting on the sidelines, and all that type of stuff. So how does that translate spiritually sitting out your season? If you keep repeating lessons, maybe if you keep repeating the same lessons, if you keep falling short, you keep messing up, and you sitting out your own season, it just means that you're not actively a part of something for you to automatically step into the next season. So when it comes to basketball, say you're out academic probation or injury, when that next season comes up, you're not automatically a starter. You're not automatically playing 10 minutes a game. A lot of times you're on minute restriction for a couple games, or you're coming off the bench a couple games just to get your footing back, or just to see if you learned your lesson of academic probation, or to see if your body can handle playing a game more minutes after an injury. So maybe that's what it means when you sit out a season spiritually, is just more time seeing things objectively. So for me, if this were a season that I'm sitting out of spiritually, it would be not really having any friends, like actively a part of their life or actively a part of my life. It would be like not really having any friends like that to like talk to daily, hang out with daily and stuff. It would be having more so of a distaste for social media lately. It would be more stillness and more quietness and more yearning of God, like of his word, of gospel music, of Christian podcasts. And it would just be more deep breaths. Like if a deep breath was a feeling, that would be what sitting out this season would feel like. And I think sitting out a season is just a really good time to reflect on all the ways you've messed up in your lessons and what those lessons are meant to teach you. And I think you find out what those lessons are meant to teach you in your next season. So yeah, I think everything is just one thought at a time and one day at a time. Like, don't rush to get out of the season you're in. Like I said about me missing who I used to be and stuff, like now I'm taking my time. Like y'all see the lace out? Yeah, okay, just making sure I'm not the only one that see it. But like now I'm definitely taking more of my time with this season, with who I am right now. Like I don't want to rush out of the season, because like I've said in previous videos, you rushing out of something 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up missing it, some part of the area you're in life. When you get out of that area, you're gonna miss some part of it. Like even if it's only like 2 things you miss out of 100, you're still gonna miss something. So it's like I might as well value and appreciate everything that I can learn and soak in this season. Well, trying to. Am I sitting out this season, God? No. Or I don't even need a synopsis on the season. I just need a title. Like if you just give me a little title, or how many episodes, or like how long. Well, not how long, because if it was how long, that would mean you'd want to get out of it quicker, or you wouldn't take the time to learn and stuff. So not how long, but if you could tell me the name of the season, that would be helpful. That would give me some like insight of what's going on. But this is a 24-minute video. This is the longest video that I have ever made, and I hope y'all like it. I hope it helped. I don't know, I feel like it helped me. But with me, the thing is, when I talk to myself, or when I read things, or when I hear things, it hit my brain like, oh yeah, but it take a couple hours, minutes, days, weeks, months for it to be like, oh yeah, like it take a minute to hit. Whenever I get something that resonates with me, it take a minute to hit. It don't hit automatically, and sometimes it hit in increments too. So I don't think I'm too much for myself. I think I'm enough for myself, and I know how to dosage myself out to myself without even knowing I'm doing it. So, but this could also just be another mood swing, or this could be another personality. Like, they need to diagnose me with something on paper where it is clear cut and concise and makes sense. Not no family history, this is what you got. Like, no, I need my history of this is what you got. But it's a process. Love the process. Rock. Love the process. I want to be around nature more. I feel like I need to be around some water. I need to be around some grass, some flowers, some trees, some dirt. I need to be around something. So, just love the process, guys. Later. This is the longest video ever. So, yeah. If you stuck around to watch to the end of it, you a real one. And if you didn't, it sucks to suck. But you won't know you suck because you didn't watch the end of the video for me to tell you that you suck. But if you stayed and watched it, I love you. I love us. I love y'all. I love me. I love God. Aw, I killed a bug. See, and I just read something about that, and I just did it. I feel bad. Sorry, God. I watched a video where this girl was like, oh, if we out in public and you kill bugs in their natural habitat and they not doing nothing to you, then what you gonna do with me? Like, that, I can't trust you, something like that. I was like, oh, there's a cat. And I was like, yo, why is we killing bugs in their natural habitat? They not doing nothing to me. That gnat was just flying, being a gnat, and I smashed it. That was no bueno. Oh, it's a cat. It's a cute little cat too. Kitty cat. You guys wanna see the cat? I don't know if you can see it. Y'all see the cat? Oh, there you go. Hi, cat. It's a cute cat. It's a cute little cat. But yeah, later, guys.